Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. How is everybody doing? I am welcoming you today on Instagram, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. And I'm super excited to be with you today. This is a very special live. And actually, it is, I said, I declare this for parents or moms who are interested to learn how they can bring up uh, youth with high self esteem. And I know, like in Egypt, right now, I'm in Egypt, and we celebrate next month, which is March Mother's Day. And for every mother, like I always love to do something that has to do with the relationship with their kids before Mother's Day, because like I think it's like really, really valuable and it can change a lot in your relationship with your loved ones. So hello. Hi, Shema. Thank you for joining us. Hello, how are you? So, what I would love to talk to you about today regarding your relationship with your loved ones. So, first of all, I think like I got many questions, honestly. I'm going to answer some of them today, and the rest I'm going to tell you like next, the 28th of February, the last day of this month, I'm going to have a free masterclass, and it's actually going to be an experiential training for parents to learn one of the best tools, proven tools, four-step method that they can follow with their kids. So if you're interested, type for me link and I'll send you the link so you can join us next. It will be Monday, 28th. Okay. So first of all, what really like, how can you have a really great relationship with your son or with your daughter? And how can you boost their self-esteem? So first of all, in order to do something, kids, by all kids that we learn, and we as creatures, we don't learn what people tell us to do. We learn by modeling. So if you wanna like, if somebody keeps on telling you something over and over, and you feel fed up, and you will leave the place for them, right? Like you resonate, yeah, makes sense, yeah, I know. But like when you model it, like they see it, for them, they will acquire it subconsciously because they live with you. They see what you do, what you react. Imagine like whenever, like, hi, Malak, thank you for joining. Love to have you with us, sweetie. Hi. So what happens is that, like, for example, if mom, when you were a kid, like you were just like two exploring in the kitchen, opening the cabinets, having fun with the pans and getting them all on the floor. And then the first thing that your mom did when she went into the kitchen was like, yeah. So like if you do that, like if you get scared or like you get surprised all of a sudden, you do that. So like you got it when she did that because you were a baby at that time and your mind was still not yet complete, like the part which can accept and reject. You just absorbed her reaction when she saw you do something which is messy. So this is how it is. This is how it builds up. You find like that's why, for example, we could all go to the same school, but you'll find each one of us has a different accent or a different word that they are used. So we're kind of genetically and language programmed from the environment we are in, right? So if you can recognize people by their dialect, you can say, oh, these people are from this city, they are from this country. Like if you're, for example, my mother tongue is Arabic. So when I hear Syrians talking, I know they are Syrians. And when I hear Lebanese, I know they are Lebanese. Exactly the same thing for every language. English, you can identify these are British, these are Irish, these are like from Canada, these are from like this place in the States. Like, I mean, this is how we are genetically and language programmed. So the same applies to our kids. So if you want to show them something, you have to model it for them. They will acquire it by seeing it repeated over and over and over. And there is a very funny story I would love to share with you today. So there was a lady who used to cook a fish, like the fish. And whenever she cooked the fish, before putting it in the pan was rectangular. She used to cut the head and the tail, always. And then when her daughter married, she did the same thing. She used to cut the head and the tail and just leave the body of the fish in the pan. And then one day, and then the third generation, she was doing the same thing, like cutting the head and the tail. So she said, like, wait a minute, why do we do that? So her mom said, that's what your grandma do. So she went to her grandma, why did you do that? Her grandma said, that's what my mom did. So when then her great grandma was living at that time, so she told her, like, let's call her and ask her. She said, "Mom, why, or Grandma, why did you used to cut the head and the tail of the fish?" She said, "Because I had a very small pan, and the fish was too large, so I always like cut it to fit into my pan." So you see, this is how everything starts, because she didn't do that. She was doing that. They were doing it automatically without thinking. And this is because they acquire it genetically from the environment they are in. Makes sense to you? Yeah? Makes sense? You love the story? I love you too. Thank you for your comments. I love you back. So, what I would love to share with you as well, like, okay, so what creates a gap between you and your loved ones? Well, if you are a parent and you're doing, like, I share this story with you because we do lots of things and we are not aware we do them. We don't know. Sometimes I was talking to some one of my clients, and she was always saying the word like disaster, disaster, disaster. And I was just like getting to know her. And I said, like, why do you say this word really a lot? She said, I honestly don't say this word at all. So I'm not saying she's lying, but she's not aware that she has been saying this. Obviously, where she is in an environment, this word was usually used a lot. So this is how she acquired it. Makes sense to you? Yeah? Yeah? Thank you. Thank you for your interaction there on Facebook. How are you? So, well, now we want to ask, like, okay, so if you have some communication issues with your loved ones, basically for moms, their kids are their most valuable thing they have, and they really like would love to do anything for them. And I'm sure dads as well, but moms is like more sensitive a little bit. So I want to get in touch with them. So what happens is that if you are the type of mom and you're not aware, you criticize your daughter a lot, you criticize your son a lot. Well, at a certain time, they're gonna withdraw a little bit. They're not gonna feel safe talking to you, because whenever they say anything, you criticize it. So imagine if, like, everything you're saying, criticism is a killer for relationship with kids and even with adults. And I'm saying this because maybe you're doing it and you're not aware that you are doing it. And people who criticize a lot, honestly, they criticize themselves a lot, and they don't feel it became so normalized for them. So they don't notice that they are doing it with others. Right? Make sense? Yeah? So criticism is one of the relationship killers. Number two is sarcasm. For example, I saw lots of moms when they were going to the club with their kids, and they were like, okay, you don't think, you carry this, you do that, you're stupid, you're dumb. And definitely she loves him so much. But whatever she's telling him, if he has a friend who's calling him all the time, like, you're silly, you're dumb, whatever, feels familiar, because the most person who loves him in the world always tells him so. So he believes this about himself. I'm silly, I'm dumb, I'm stupid. Okay, I'm not saying this to blame our moms or to say, like, you did this to me. I'm saying this to bring awareness. So we know, like, what we say can really hurt our loved ones. And even we can hurt ourselves as well, right? So I'm going to go actually more in depth into all that in my free masterclass. It's going to be experiential, as I told you. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. If you want to attend with me, I will be just like, type for me link, and I will send you the link so you can join us on Monday. It will be really, really super good. And I'm going to share the 4 tools, 4-step process that you can break the ice between you and between your kids, that you can just like attract them to you, and they really like nourish the relationship if there's some misunderstanding between you. And that's okay. It happens. We're human beings and we can make mistakes. That's okay. Just we need to know how to correct it and move on. So sarcasm is number 2 killer, like, for any relationship. So if you're always used to make fun, some people think like, okay, that's a joke, I'll make everybody laugh. But you don't know, when you say that, you hurt someone else's feeling. They really get hurt. And maybe you are not aware. People who do that, if they do it intentionally, hello, hi, Radal, welcome. Love to have you, miss you a lot. So sarcasm is a killer for relationships as well, especially with your loved ones. and criticism. So if you're doing these two and you're doing it unconsciously, well, it kind of create a gap between you and between your loved ones. Another one is comparison. Be honest. Have you ever compared yourself? I'm not saying even compared your kids to anyone. Like, yeah, say like I have done that a lot before. And I want to ask you another question. Have you ever come equal when you compare yourself to them? That's one of the killers for self-esteem. I miss you too, love. I miss you too. One of the killers for self-esteem, when you compare yourself to others or when you compare your kids to someone else, even to their siblings, their brother or sister, or like because each one is uniquely them. They are different. Each one is different. And you are a mom for all of them. So I know it's a task for you that you need to deal with each one as a different one. Like, don't compare them to each other at all. If you want to have a good relationship with them, I want to tell you, like, join me in my next masterclass. Hi, Red again. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing lots of people joining on Instagram. So I really love that. I love you guys. So as I said, like I'm gonna share with you how to process all this in our free masterclass. This is gonna be next Monday. Just type for me a link and I'll send it and you'll be with us in a very interactive, around 45 to 50 minutes class. And you will love it, guys. Like it's gonna be like, hello, great and way better. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hi, Fadwa, my hero. How are you, sweetheart? Nice. Thank you for joining us. Love you back. So, what I want to say, like, okay, so this is one of the things I wanted to share with you, the three killers for any relationship. Number one, criticism. Number two, sarcasm. And number three, who's telling me, yeah, I can see someone here typing, comparison. Exactly. Do not ever compare. When you compare them to each other, what happens? It creates hatred, it creates envy, it chips away their self-esteem. It means they really feel bad about themselves because they feel I'm not enough. I am not good enough to get my mom's love. I'm not good enough. I have to like do something. There's something wrong with me. That will be their self-talk. And people do not realize what's stopping them from the success, even when they are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 30s, 20s. Like it keeps on going up with us because it started at a very early age, which starts from 0 to 7. But if anything, hi, Rasha. Hi, love to have you. Thank you for joining with us. So, what I would love to say when people tell me, like, and I have had lots of workshops like over the past few weeks with youth and with adults as well. And actually, there was, I shared with them that in the States, they had a questionnaire and they were asking the students in college there, what is good about you? What are you really good at? And I want to tell you that they struggled to find for every 6 things they thought were bad about themselves, they hardly find one just good thing about themselves. And studies prove that when kids join school, before like they start joining by the age of 4 school, when they start, they found like studies prove that they are like 95% of them really have good self-esteem. They feel good about themselves. By the time they graduate from school, only can you guess how many have high self-esteem by the time they graduate school? Can you guess? 20, 50? No, only 5%. So when they said like, okay, when they asked the parents, whom do you think is responsible for them losing their self-esteem? 78% of the parents said definitely the teachers. And 72 of the teachers said like definitely the parents. So each one was blaming the other party. But at the end of the day, it's the person who has to be responsible and change this. It's our life, guys. So we have to do something about it. So, like, we shouldn't blame others. Now it's your life and you live it once. So you take responsibility and you see, like, this is my life. I'm going to change it. I'm going to see what's stopping me. And that's why most people do not move forward. They are not sure what's really stopping them because it has become part of them. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. So the thing is that, like, what I would love to share with you here, like, well, I have just for you here the state of Iowa. Yeah, and like in state of Iowa, they carried a survey, and they were doing research with parents who have kids less than 2 years. So they were following the parents. The parents knew that they were doing that, but they were following parents and seeing like how many they say negative words to their kids, or they say the word no. So when they measured it at the end, they found that one, they say like almost an average child in a state of Iowa would get 492 no's per day. You see, 492. So that's all negative programming. Okay, that's like the all no, no, no. To the extent that one of the kids thought that his name was No. He thought my name, when they said no, they thought that was his name because he has heard no all the time. So this is like just a little bit about what could possibly have happened in early programming for us and for our kids. And again, we're bringing awareness, okay? So I would love to share with you, whoever is interested, next Monday, we're going to have our free masterclass for February, and it's going to be specifically for moms and for parents. If dads would love to join, they are more than welcome to join us as well. But like more specifically for moms, and I'm going to share with you the 4-step. I'm sorry about the noise because somebody is opening the door, and like I'm so sorry about the noise if you can hear some noise in the background. Okay, so 4 steps how to send the right message to your kids. If you are the kind of parent who always shout at them, who's always angry with them, or like you cannot control your anger, what message have you sent to them, and how can you process this so that you can give them the right message at the end? Because we have all done it. It's okay. Don't feel bad about it. Feeling bad is not going to solve the problem. And the idea is like when you understand how to complete the message to the end, I am confident your relationship with them would really, really improve dramatically. So this I'm going to share on Monday. Just let me know if you want to join us, and I will send you the link. It's going to be free. It's going to be 45 quality minutes. And you will love it. And we'll share like the 4-step tools, how you can heal this relationship and have a really good one, and bring up kids and youth who have high self-esteem. Because honestly, research has shown that the worst thing or the main cause that creates people to not to succeed in life, to fail, to have failed marriages, to have failed relationships, to have like failed degrees, whatever, it all goes back to self-esteem. So if you really would love to be a positive factor in your kids' life and help them to achieve the goals that they want, I would really encourage you to sign up for the coming up class. It's totally free, as I said, and I'm going to share the 4-step process. It's very valuable. I use it even with my high-end clients, and I'm going to share it with you. And I am sure lots of things will shift for you. I love having you and your comments. Please keep on sending me your questions, because when I met actually the adults and the youth, I was asking, well, your parents love you, and some of them would say like, I think they love me. They don't tell me. Like there are lots of things I'm going to share with you which can help you. And I guarantee that after this class, lots of changes going to happen, and I will be waiting for you there. So thank you so much for all of you who were able to tune in with me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on Instagram. Lots of love to each and every one of you. And I'll see you Monday, whoever is going to be with us in our special class. This is a very, very special class and well prepared, and it's hands-on. So it's interactive, fun, and we will watch videos as well with each other. So have an awesome rest of the day. Thank you for tuning in, and see you on Monday. Bye-bye.